Welcome back. So this is going to be one of those videos about my frustrations and stuff with the mental health system. So if you're looking for a makeup video and don't want to hear about the mentally unstable part of my channel, then stop watching. But if you want to hear some more of my struggles of how crappy the mental health system is, keep watching. Also, please help me by subscribing, hitting the bell. I'm really trying to get to the point where I can get monetized because your girl lost her job, and if I can get monetized, that would at least help us get groceries and stuff. But anyways, okay. So if you watched my last video, if you haven't, go back and see that. But I was basically talking about the situation that I had where my son was in one facility and I transported him to another facility, and then that old facility decided that they were going to press assault charges on him. And I didn't get this letter until the other day, like 2 days ago. So I really felt like the timing was very suspicious because when I picked up my son and grabbed his suitcase and all of that from that old facility, and I transported him the 4 hours away to the new facility, I opened up his suitcase to check him into the new facility, and there was a bag of about 6 days worth of urine soaked clothing in this bag. And the smell was so strong that when you open this bag, it smacked you in the face, okay? On top of that, they were so drenched that it bled out into the one clean outfit that he had in that suitcase as well, okay? So that should just let you know how bad it was. The facility wouldn't even take any of his clothing. It was so bad. So besides the embarrassment and the anger that I was feeling at that time, I did fill out an email to my care coordinator, to the woman at the old facility. I also put a couple of people who are a little bit higher ups at Partners into this email, and I just explained how we found this suitcase, this smell, the embarrassment. I explained about how I had called this lady a day before just to confirm and make sure that he was already set to go. She knew several days before the day that I was supposed to pick him up, so she had ample time to wash his clothing. At the same time, she also was made aware the day that he got to her facility that he had a bedwetting issue, okay? So, well, because of that email, somebody from Partners called me and was like, "Miss Boyd, this is incredibly regretful. We hate that this happened. It's not acceptable. We're going to investigate for you." So so they filed a grievance on my behalf. I didn't even file a grievance. They filed it on my behalf because they were so outraged by what I had said in the email. Okay. So they filed a grievance and they investigated her. So let me read this to you. Okay. I got this in the mail last week, and it says, "We appreciate your complaint, which we received on 9/11, September 11th, which is when I sent that email. And it says, you stated on September 8th, which is the day that I transported Con, your son, to the Carter Clinic from self-determination, that you called Miss Jeffrey, I called the lady to confirm that Con would be packed and ready to go. You reported that during the intake process at the Carter Clinic, you opened his suitcase to complete the clothing check-in, and clothing smelled of urine." So this says investigation review. At the request of the CRO, this person provided information related to Con and also procedures that are followed by this facility. By report, this person stated that you had informed staff about the bedwetting issue. She also asserted that at no time did Khan present bedwetting. That is a lie. He is 15 years old. He's lived in my house. I have shampooed his mattress every freaking morning. He washes his clothes every morning when he's with me. You cannot make me believe for a freaking second that he goes to this facility and all of a sudden his bedwetting problems are just gone. Every other facility that he's been at, he's had this bedwetting issue. So that's a lie. I know that's a lie. It says that nor did staff encounter soiled clothing. Staff did report that Khan would get up several times during the night to use the restrooms at his own free will. So the staff never encountered soiled clothing. How does he have 6 days worth of drenched clothes? And this is not like, and there was a mixture, like there was apparently the clothes he was wearing the night before in there because they were super soaked. And then there were a couple of other items that were stiff and like you could tell had been urinated on and had been just sitting there. Okay? So that's a lie. Boldface. It says that this facility has a laundry schedule that is reviewed with members as well as a hygiene requirements as part of their assigned daily task. This person reported that if Khan ran out of hygiene items, he would notify staff and they would supply him with replacements. Staff would assist Khan with his laundry, and there were no reports of soiled clothing at any time. Okay. It says that the laundry for Khan was completed on September 4th. I picked him up on September 8th, so 4 days prior. The qualified professional and housing manager supervised while Khan packed his suitcase and cleaned his room space. Really? So you're going to tell me that you watched him pack all of these dirty clothes into the yellow bag that you provided, because that wasn't our yellow bag, and you didn't smell it? You didn't smell it? Okay. On the day of discharge, Khan had all clothing in one suitcase as well as a bag with hygiene products. So basically this says, at the completion of the grievance review, Partners finds that this place has followed internal policies. They will create and conduct a more in-depth checkout from the insurer. All belongings are in order and clean. Staff members and guardians will be required to present. This person feels that Khan was treated with dignity, respect during his time there. Really? Okay, so basically this is a 3-page document basically saying they asked her about it, she denied it, so they ain't doing nothing about it. Okay, so cut to the other day when I get this letter in the mail, and this letter is saying, hey, your son has been charged with assault from this facility. Okay, so there was no other information on this document. It just says, hey, he's charged with assault. You need to come in here on Friday and talk to us about it. Well, this is the second charge this place has pressed on him, because they also pressed charges on him for destruction of property, because during a triggering episode, he punched a hole in the wall and she wanted her money back so that she could fix the hole in the wall. Okay, so the incident, because I called and spoke to the supervisor for the DJJ in this county, okay? So the supervisor calls me back today. The incident, because like I said, I don't even know what she's talking about, happened on September the 2nd. September the 2nd. He left September the 8th, remember? Okay? But it did not even get filed. They didn't even go and file this complaint until September 14th. But wait, my email complaining about the urine was September 11th. Interesting. So, furthermore, the person who came and filed on September 14th didn't bring her ID with her. So they couldn't even put it on the books or process it or anything because this person didn't bring their ID. First of all, what you doing driving around with no ID? Okay, so that seemed odd. So this person did not come back to this facility with their ID to continue to press the charges to move forward with this until October 13th. October 13th. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So what is this lady hoping to obtain or achieve by pressing this assault charge on my son? Oh, and here's the best part. So in the complaint of this assault, okay, it was from when my son was arguing with a staff member and he threw his paper plate of food at her. So basically, he was manifesting symptoms of his disability and threw this paper plate of food at her. And that constitutes simple assault? You work in a mental health facility with children who have complex special needs. This also includes aggressiveness. This includes posturing. This includes not being able to regulate their moods. That's why these kids are here. That's why you have this facility that you opened to take in these kids. And this is how you're going to handle it? So the worst part is that between this supervisor lady, my care coordinator, basically there's nothing I can do about any of this. Nothing I can do about it. So when Con gets out, if he is making any kind of progress, he has to come home and then we have to go to court and fight these charges. Do you know what kind of a trauma trigger that is for him? Do you know, like, how bad that can set back his progress? I don't understand. I don't understand. And it makes me feel really bad because we've had numerous situations like this. Numerous. To the point where I'm afraid that we are getting blacklisted because they don't want to deal with the intense mom. But this is ridiculous. And if my heart really hurts for these other kids, because I've seen several other kids in these facilities and they don't have a mom. They don't have a dad. They don't have an advocate. They are wards of the state. What's happening to them? What's happening to them? Who's fighting for them? I mean, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It's infuriating. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. I have spoken to several lawyers. Nobody will touch it. Nobody will help me. I guess because you're not going to make any money off of it. But what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to just let him keep racking up assault charges because he threw a paper plate? You screwed up. You screwed up and got investigated. I didn't file that grievance. Partners filed that grievance. And you're going to try to punish my kid? The system is broken. It is so broken. And I don't even know who I need to talk to. I've tried talking to governors and all this stuff. And of course, COVID is putting a big monkey wrench in this. But I'm going to try to hit them up again. If I have to go in there wearing a mask, I'm going to go in there wearing a mask. But maybe me losing my job was a blessing because now I have the time that if I need to drive up to freaking Raleigh, I can do that. But I don't know. And again, I'm just venting. I'm just expressing, but this sucks, man. And it's nobody should have to go through this. It is hard enough as it is to have a child with complex special needs and to deal with your other children who are traumatized and dealing with that kind of stuff. plus try to find a job and deal with this stuff. Court dates and med appointments and CFTs and all of that to which nobody listens, nobody communicates, and nothing gets done. So, thank you for listening to me. If you have similar stories, please let me hear them below. If you know anybody who might be able to help me, please send them this video. I would be glad to have a conversation with somebody who could actually freaking help me. If you know a lawyer who enjoys getting involved in these types of cases, please tag them, share this to them, whatever. I really need some help. I need some help because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nobody should have to deal with this. It's crazy. I would feel completely different if my son had walked up to somebody and just completely beat the crap out of them. I'd feel differently. I'd be like, oh, you screwed up. You're going to have to deal with the consequences. But to throw a freaking plate of food and to be charged assault only after you got investigated because you left my kid with a bunch of peed on clothes, it's not right. It's not right. Love yourselves, love each other, and I'm sorry this wasn't a makeup video.